we're now going to go ahead and use Easy Agile Planning Poker.
The next risky delivery moment that we find some teams will skip, or if they don't skip it, they'll rush through it, is estimating. So that is, do we actually agree what's in the ticket and how much effort it's going to take? Planning poker is a team ceremony that's structured team estimating, and it really helps to avoid the stronger or louder or first voice in the discussion wins the vote. It uses a scale, often Fibonacci, which I've put up as well in case you're not familiar with that. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 generally. And this is for estimating on the relative size or uncertainty of the piece of work. Something important to note, and that some people do get tripped up on, is that the number is not the hours. It's more so compared to other pieces of similar work, how big or how risky is this piece of work. A good way to start, if you haven't really done this before with your team, is to agree on what a typical 3 might look like as your benchmark. And then that will make it easier to decide on other stories. If they're, a 1, they're a lot easier than your typical piece of work. And if they're a 13, they're probably going to take a lot more time and effort. So the way that it works is that everyone votes first privately, and then you reveal together. So when you have really close votes, that obviously indicates that you've got a pretty good understanding of how the effort for this piece of work. When you've got a much wider spread, which does happen when you've got maybe some junior and some senior on the same team, and there's different levels of experience, that spread can indicate that there are different assumptions, or perhaps that some people are missing some of the detail as well. So having a spread of votes is a really good indication that your team needs to have a bit more of a discussion about this piece of work before you start. Planning poker helps to de-risk delivery because it helps to surface that hidden complexity a little sooner and helps you to adjust the plan because you're aware of it before you start the work. Something else to note too before I hand over to H, just to give you a bit of a demo of how planning poker works, is that it runs inside the Jira issue as well. So the context that you're looking at, the story description, any of those dependencies are there right in front of you while you're doing the planning poker session. And then the outcome of that, or the story points you decide on, stays on the Jira issue as well.
And one thing that, we saw teams in the past, before we had planning poker, was that they would run the ceremonies and, essentially they would just point up to the camera, what is your score? So they would do 3, 2, 1, reveal. If that sounds very familiar.
That could be scary too, if you're under pressure and you're wondering what everyone else is going to vote. And I feel like planning poker kind of takes that a bit of pressure off.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about that psychological safety also. Let's put this into practice then. Let's show you what this looks like in TeamRhythm. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select one of our stories that we sliced. Put this on here and we'll do our estimates. All right, so just to remind you, there would be a bit more information on here. I would imagine in your own instance, you would have a bit more context on here about that particular story. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start to vote on this. Okay, so we've got a couple of us on here. Okay, so what you can notice here with planning poker is that we've got, a couple of our colleagues on here that have gone ahead and casted their vote. Now, what will happen is that they won't also see my vote. Do a 5 for now, and I'm going to go ahead.
I'll point out, normally you wouldn't be able to see what H was voting unless he was sharing a screen when he's facilitating planning poker. But so as you can see, they're all hidden at the moment. So we can put in our votes and we can sort of discuss before we show them as well. And then once we're ready,
we're going to go ahead and reveal everyone's votes. Okay, so we're going to reveal the votes. All right, strong 5s, but we still have a 2, and that's okay. Having a 2, that means there's a bit of uncertainty there. There seems like a bit of a risk there. So, we can have that conversation, our colleagues, and say, why is it a 2? We can go ahead and do another vote and clear all those votes. And then we go again. Now, I know everyone can see my screen at this point, so my one isn't a secret.
In the chat, David said that when they use planning poker, that they then discuss the high-end estimates and the low-end estimates because often they're so different because the assumptions are so different.
So if we go ahead and reveal the votes, okay, we've got all 5s. And again, we would have that discussion. What Easy Agile Planning Poker will allow you to do is we can go ahead and copy this to the actual work item. Okay, so we can see the 5 here.